Welcome back here, race fans. We are at Michigan tonight with the SRA Trophy-com Gen 6 Series, and it's exciting to be back here at Michigan. I love this track. Great big facility. I've been there several times. I know you guys probably hear that every time we come to Michigan. I tell the story, but I love this track, man. It's amazing. Well, I got Jeff Dotson in the booth with me here tonight. Welcome, Jeff.
Yep, great to be here as always, Rudy, and it should be a fun race tonight here around Michigan. This is one fast-paced racetrack. It's the high-speed track that's, kind of attains speeds like a restrictor plate, but it's not a restrictor plate, so I think we should see some great racing here tonight.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, these guys were kind of pretty excited about it, but they were talking about the weather a little bit. Now that they've switched from having that superheated conditions that I know SRA's noted for, loving. They like it wrecking loose, so they superheat the tracks up to 117 degrees or whatever. But now that they're using dynamic weather, I don't know. I think last night kind of showed a little bit. It did kind of change the racing a little bit having that dynamic weather. But we'll see how it's gonna fare here at a big track. Last night they were at Bristol with the Xfinity cars. Tonight we're at a 2-mile track here, Michigan, with the Gen 6. So big difference horsepower, big track difference. We'll see how the weather comes into play on that.
Exactly, and one thing to note to that, Rudy, is every time that you race a restrictor plate track like Daytona or Talladega, the weather's not going to affect the handling of that car at those tracks because you can attain full speed at full throttle. So no matter if you have the track hot or cold, it's not going to change the handling hardly any at all. You might feel slight changes, but you're not going to feel much, and the car is not going to get loose. Now, a track like Michigan here tonight, I will say, coming off the corners, it's a possibility, of them getting loose if the track conditions are hot, or if they're tight, cold and it's tight conditions. But down those straightaways, they're probably not going to hardly feel anything. And I think them, going to dynamic weather, I think it changes up a lot of things and gives a new challenge to the drivers.
Sure. Well, folks, don't forget to tune in later on this evening. We got ECR Truck Series and the OP Racing Xfinity Series right here on MaxSpeedTV. And then tuning in tomorrow night, we'll have the NORC iRacing Series and the RFC Xfinity Series. So make sure you tune in for that tomorrow night. But tonight, 3 races on tap here for MaxSpeedTV. All right, we're coming down to 4 minutes away from qualifying. So, folks, make sure you hit that thumbs up on the video if you don't mind, and subscribe if it's your first time here. We'd appreciate that. Oh, wow, Danielle, man, oh, man. Is that Ryan Eckstein, your dad? Wow, man, I hope he's going to be all right. That his incision split open. He had surgery on his neck. Wow. That's pretty intense there. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Darcy. WWE, good luck tonight there. Tyler Sifford, good luck.
Yes, sir.
Not sure if everybody at the Somewhere Saloon's tuning in tonight here, but if they are, hello to the Somewhere Saloon in Kansas City, Colorado. All the patrons there tune in on 253-inch screens and watch these races. It's pretty amazing.
It really is.
All right, folks, we're going to step away real quick here, play the national anthem. We'll be right back. So don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with qualifying underway.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, we are back, and times are starting to come in here a little. Keith Martinson, right? You know, something we didn't do is run down through the points real quick, so let's run down through them real quick here before we go too much further. Coming into tonight here, folks, Jake Nichols is our points leader with 305 points, a whopping 34-point lead over Ben Nelson.
That's a lot.
And let's see, Ben Nelson 34 points back. Femi Olad in third, 61 points back. Kyle Trudell in fourth, 76 points behind. Graham Boland dropping to fifth in the points. He keeps dropping, but I see he did make it in here tonight, so that's good. He is 78 points back. Delonte Ballard in sixth, 87 points behind. Ariotti in seventh place, 96 points back. He's tied with Tyler Sifford, both of them at 96 points back. Bobby Cheney in ninth, 99 points behind. Eric Sable in 10th, 103 points behind the leader. Yep.
Lachlan McMillan's in 11th. He's 105 points behind the leader. Sean Williams is in 12th. He's 124 points behind the leader. Garrison Hogan in 13th. He's 126 behind. James Coulibaly in 14th. He's 128 behind. Zoltan Herzeg is 15th. He is 139 behind. Kyle Putz is in 16th, and he's 146 points behind the leader. Jonathan Shipman in 17th. He's 147 points behind the leader. Brendan Jackson in 18th. He is 152 points behind the leader. Marcus Richardson's in 19th. He is 164 points behind the leader. And rounding out your 20th place in points is Nicholas Caressel. He is 171 points behind the leader. And Rudy, look these points here. Looking at how many they're behind, you can tell also that there is a tight-knit battle between all of these guys. We can see a few of them here that's only maybe a point or two back from the guy in front of them. So if all these can have a good race tonight, I think they might be able to get some points and move up a few positions.
Sure. Yep. All right. Very good. All right. Right now, Ben Nelson's on the pole with Marcus Richardson just 46 one-thousandths of a second behind him. Jake Nichols third, Delonte Ballard fourth, and Ariotti. That's your top 5 right now. And boy, we got a big field here tonight.
We do.
34 drivers I'm showing in there right now.
Wow.
Yeah, big field. Couple of new ones. Jordan Worth. I don't think I've seen him. And Kyle. What did I say it was?
Ely.
Yeah. Kyle Ely.
Yeah, I'm also seeing Zach Hillman. I haven't seen that name before either.
Yeah, he was in the Xfinity race
Okay.
yesterday. So, yeah, I think this is
His first Gen 6 race.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah. I believe Jordan Worth has been here for, I think this might be his second or third Gen 6 race. I remember seeing him in one race a couple of races back, so he's still fairly a new driver. So, yeah, there's a couple of new drivers in here tonight, Rudy.
Yeah. All right, about 4 minutes left in qualifying. They do have open qualifying here on all the tracks except for super speedways. That's where they do single car qualifying. But all the other tracks, even Michigan here, even though it's the fastest oval that this car runs on, because there is no restrictor plates here. They do open qualifying for all their races except for super speedways.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting this season, Rudy, is they're running a super speedway as their championship race. So you got to put into that what's going to go through those drivers' minds and what's their mentality going to be like when they get to a track like that and know it's a championship race. That might mean that we can see a lot of wrecks in that one. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying that, you know, how they'll be driving to try to get that win.
Right. Well, we're looking for lap 45 here for the first stage tonight. Coming on lap 45, 100 laps in the race. And they'll have to do probably 2 pit stops here, no doubt. Let's look at the conditions here coming into tonight. Much better with the dynamic weather. We got 74-degree air temperature, 99-degree track temperature. They're doing 100 laps. That's 200 miles. Tire window, 40 to 50 laps. Fuel window, 40 to 50 laps. And pit road speed, 55 miles an hour. They do have a 3-mile-an-hour wind. Shouldn't really play that much of a factor in it. Got a lot of non-qualifiers. We only got 24 qualifiers right now out of the field.
Yeah. So there's actually a few drivers that's down here that, you know, I see Lemmy and Tyler Ducharme. I figured they would try to put a qualifying time in, but I've actually seen and noticed something, Rudy, that Tyler doesn't qualify as much as he used to. He kind of, you know, likes to start in the back now.
Yeah, and same with Femi. I've noticed that with Femi too. Yeah.
That might not be a bad idea.
Yeah. Kind of that way you kind of get to feel the field out a little bit and see what, you know, what everybody's racing like, and give yourself a time, you know, to work through the field slowly and maybe not get caught up in quite so much ruckus up in the front when they get the racing real hard, because everybody wants to be that leader.
You're right about that. Everybody does want to be that, but they also have to learn that you're not, with the 100 lap race, you're not going to win it in the first 50 laps.
And that's true, but you know these guys they don't really take that much heed to that because I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see them doing 3 wide before lap 5.
Yeah.
You know they can do it. they do it. So and this track's plenty wide for them for that to happen. So. Well, it looks like Ben Nelson's going to hang on to the pole. Doesn't look like anybody's going to beat that time. But nice qualifying time by Delonte Ballard. Wow. Nice. Coming in 4th. Looking to see... Bifford back in 14th. 14th qualifying time. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to wrap it up for qualifying. Next, we'll get them on the grid here and let everybody know where they're at. All right, here we go. All right, the Walls Beard Co. starting grid. Ben Nelson grabbing the pole here with a 37.912. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Marcus Richardson will start on the outside of the front row in 2nd. Jake Nichols 3rd. Delonte Ballard will start 4th. Ariotti 5th. David Shutt in 6th. Brett Pancari 7th. Kyle Putz will start 8th. Zoltan Herczeg 9th. And Jonathan Shipman rounds out the top 10, Jeff.
Josh Downing will start in 11th place tonight. Kyle Trudell will start in 12th. Bobby Cheney will start 13th. Tyler Sifford in 14th. Nicholas Caressel will start 15th. Garrison Hogan in 16th. Ethan Kurtz will start 17th. Lachlan McMillan in 18th. Sean Williams in 19th. And rounding out the field in the top 20 will be Robert Dudley. Rudy?
All right, Kyle Ely will start 21st. Zach Hilleman 22nd. Michael D'Amico 23rd. Santiago Tyrese will start 24th. Watch for him to come up through the field. Graham Boland, another good racer, did not take a qualifying time. Will start clear back in 25th. Tyler Ducharme 26th. Femi Olat 27th. Jordan Worth 28th. Cody Miller 29th. Nate Trito 30th. Anthony DiMaggio 31st. Brandon Jackson 32nd. James Coulibaly 33rd. Keith Martinson 34th. So 34 cars.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, they've already gotten the command there to start the engines, so they should be rolling off the grid here anytime. And there we go.
And it looks like Mr. Olat is going to opt to start from pit road.
And he's done that before, too.
Yes.
Well, they should start tightening up the field here.
Yep.
Some guys kind of laying back a little there. Delonte Ballard laying back just a little for that start. All right, pace car heads in. Oh my God, we got people wrecking back there. Green, green, green.
Who's that going through the grass?
I don't know what happened there, but somebody wrecked.
There's no caution either. There's no. Oh, there it is now.
What the heck happened there?
That was a crazy start to this race. I don't know.
Wow, we got to go back and check this out because that was pretty crazy.
It was. I see. I'm trying to figure out who that was there. I see the 05 car. I think it was Ethan Kurtz. Yeah, I see him getting spun by somebody. I don't know where I'm trying to look.
Oh my gosh, there was cars flying up through the field. What who the heck was that?
I don't know.
Kyle Ely. Okay, but that wasn't. It was.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
The 82 Anthony DiMaggio.
Yeah, I'm seeing that he's been parked. So I'm thinking that.
Yeah, that he just like, wow, went right up through the field here and like didn't pay any attention, just plowed through people.
Well, what I'm not understanding is he was going speed with them, and then just as soon as they got off of turn 4, he just went around Cody Miller, went around the 20 car, and just rammed the back of those two guys. Just pushed a bunch of them up through there. I mean, he hit who's the 41. I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, so he hit Graham Bolin, pushed Graham Bolin into Michael D'Amico,
and my God,
ghosted through Graham, pushed D'Amico, and spun him out. Then hit the 39 car. And
unbelievable.
Then the 39 hit Sean Williams and knocked Sean Williams into Ethan Kurtz.
Unbelievable on a restart. Golly.
Well, that was the initial race start. So
now what do we got going on up here? What the heck, David Shutt? What the heck's going on?
Well, I'm now also seeing clients disconnecting, and everybody's on pit road, so I'm not sure what's going on right now. I see Delonte Ballard coming to a stop. There's some guys just going around the track at slow speed. Ariotti's one of those, along with Brett Pincari and Jonathan Shipman. There's a bunch of guys on track just riding around, but then you also got a bunch of guys on pit road sitting there too, and a lot of guys disconnected.
Well, why don't you go up and find out from Bobby what's going on?
Here now.
We had a guy that Q-barred and destroyed the field. He had no control, so we're going to reset the server.
Okay.
I got to restart it. It's fair, only fair. I'm going to put up a 10-minute practice in the league sessions as usual.
Okay. All right.
Then we're going to have a 5-minute 2-lap queue and then start again. It's just one of the freak things with the internet. So.
Yep, I know it. Well, you didn't blame Anthony for that, did you?
He just it was hilarious actually. But yeah, I'm gonna get this done real quick. But that's what's happening.
All right, folks. Well, we'll be right back. We're gonna have to change servers here, so bear with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're coming back here, so bear with us. We're about ready to open it up here. They put up a new room. Everything is reset. So, and they'll requalify the whole 9 yards. So, but just a short practice here. Only 6 minutes of practice. That could have been the whole thing in the nutshell right there, why there was an issue. So, you know, I'm not blaming DiMaggio, because I really do not think DiMaggio would have done that on purpose. Obviously, they said that it Q-barred out, and you know, wow. So hopefully they get that fixed, and his internet doesn't give me. It could have been a server issue, though. I think that I'm kind of thinking that's what it was. It's a server issue. Yeah, it was. We'll try it again here. Sorry about that, folks. I'm glad well, I guess we did lose a few watchers there, but not too bad. Hopefully we'll get them back. It looks like Jake Nichols right now fastest in practice, about like he was before, and Nate Trito second. Whoa. Yeah. We'll see how much if the temperatures and everything are still. Well, the temperatures are a little bit cooler. Actually, the air temperature's 84, and the track temperature's only 95. The other one was 99. It's a little more wind too, 4-mile-an-hour wind. And those are supposed to be pretty accurate, because they fixed that apparently. There was some kind of an issue with the API file that it was not really picking up the accurate temperature. And I guess they found what the problem was and fixed that. So those are pretty accurate. Hey Becky, how you doing? Chemo? What's going on, Chemo? Be doing some crayon eating and chat tonight. Oh. They was eating red ones last night, and I said, are they cherry flavored or strawberry flavored? Are the green ones like lime flavored? Yellow ones are like lemon flavored, you know. Yep, banana. Yeah. Banana flavored crayons, okay. Ooh. Well, hopefully this room here is better. Man, that was just like, that was one of the freakiest things I've ever seen. Like we were talking there before, you know, I'd seen a race where coming to the end of the race, and they were under caution, and it was here at Michigan too. And the guy, we interviewed the guy thinking he was going to win it because it was going to finish under caution, and somebody Q-barred out. He said he came around and he said he looked, there was no cars on the track. But he was just cruising up through there wide open, trying to catch up to the back of the field. And here he just plowed through the field, took the front 6 or 7 drivers right out of the race. So the guy that led all the laps and everything, he didn't wind up winning. Yeah, it just one of them things that happens. You can't control what the internet does. I have two computers, Darcy. I have actually have the race up on another computer right next to me, and I can see chat on there. I'm not looking at it every single second, but you know, I try to look over there every couple of minutes or so and try to catch up with some of the stuff that you guys are saying. So if I don't respond to you right away, give me a minute or so to read through the chat. So, but yeah, I have another computer here. It's an old one. It's an old beast. I've had it for many years, and it's about the only thing it's good for. I run TeamSpeak on it, and I put the race up on it just so I can make sure the quality's good and see what you guys are saying in chat. Yeah, go ahead. That's right. Oh, Jake Nichols a little drifting there. Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up practice. Now we're going to move on to qualifying. We don't have to do the national anthem again. We already did it. So we'll let these guys, it'll get switched over here to qualifying. Yep. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they had about, 30 minutes of practice in that other room and another 10 minutes practice here. Give us time to get set up, so they've had a pretty good amount of practice. So hopefully everybody's going to have their game on here come race time. Jonathan Shipman back. Good to see him back. Now you get to watch the whole qualifying as they take their out lap, or their first lap does not count. That's just their out lap to get everything, get up to speed and find their line, and then the second lap counts. So that's how, I'm not sure, some of you in chat may or may not know how that works for qualifying. And he must have put it up as single car qualifying. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. I must have missed that part. My bad. Oh, no. Oh, my. Well, I'm seeing a lot of guys that, I mean, there's like nobody's qualifying. No, I really did not think that it was. I mean, yeah, because that was freaky how that happened. Somebody surely would not do that on purpose, Right. And then the way he ghosted through everybody too, that kind of told me that there was a connection problem there, Yep. Yeah. We've got about 4 guys out there trying to turn a lap. 5, excuse me. Ariadne's out there. We may not have as big a field here this time. Okay. All right, I think everybody has taken the time. Ariadne's coming around yet here, though. Wow, Ariadne just jumped to 5th on the board. All right. Okay. Now, let's try this one more time here. All right, starting on the Waldbeard Coast starting grid, here is Ben Nelson taking the pole again here in the second round, 37.822. That is a little bit slower than the other room was, but he starts on the pole. Marcus Richardson again in second place. Jonathan Shipman up to 3rd. Delonte Ballard 4th. Ariadne 5th. Sean Williams 6th. Jake Nichols will start 7th. Kyle Putz in 8th. Bobby Cheney 9th. Tyler Sifford rounds out the top 10, Jeff.
Will start 13th, so a little higher than what he had done there in the last race, and then had the issue. But Lachlan McMillan will start 14th. James Coolbally in 15th. Nicholas Caressa will start 16th. Ethan Kurtz in 17th. Robert Dudley in 18th. Josh Downing in 19th. So that's a big change from him because he started 11th in the last room, and now he's 19th. And then Michael D'Amico will round out the top 20. Rudy?
All right, 21st, Graham Boland, if he's in the room. I'm not sure if he's in there or not, but Santiago Tyrese, 22nd. Tyler Ducharme, 23rd. Femi Olat, 24th. Jordan Worth, 25th. Zoltan Herzog, 26th. A lot of these guys did not take qualifying times back here. Cody Miller, 27th. Nate Trito, 28th. Garrison Hogan, 29th. Kyle Ely, start 30th. Brett Pancari, 31st. Brandon Jackson, 32nd. Keith Martinson, 33rd. Zach Hilleman, 34th. So, yep, everybody did show up.
Yes, Graham and Femi did get back in, but just as soon as you said that, Anthony DiMaggio has been through put again. So,
man.
At least this time his car won't get the throttle stuck on it, but I mean, that's still a sad thing that happened right there again, that he received throughput.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
All right, round 2.
Yeah, round 2. Try to get this race started again. And there rolls off the pace car.
Okay, we're still looking for lap 45 for the first stage. And it's very important. Stage points are very important for these drivers. The winner of the stage gets 10 bonus points. And it goes backwards. 9 for second, 8 for third, and so on. Back to 10th. And outside that 10, they don't get any bonus points. So you want to be inside that top 10 coming to the end of that first stage to get all the bonus points.
Yeah.
It always seems like it seems like when we get down close to the end of that stage, boy, I'm telling you what, these guys, it's just like kick it up a whole nother level, you know?
Yeah. It really is. I mean, these guys over here at SRA, they can really just kick it up a notch every time you ask them to. I mean, you know, they can be like real low down, and then all of a sudden it's just like, well, we got to turn on that afterburner or we got to kick it up a notch, and they'll do it every time.
Well, we're about to get them going this time. Let's see. And Anthony DiMaggio looks like he is retired for the night. Maybe having internet problems or something. So that might be best so he doesn't take out the field again. So here we go. Whole different starting grid up here. Well, not the first and second, but the rest of them.
Yeah.
Pace car's in. Huh?
I see in chat somebody was saying what happened to me. I don't know if my sound's off or what.
No, it's on.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Green is out. All right, as they get caught up here. And Marcus already on the outside. Ballard and Ben Nelson. Oh wow, Shipman out of shape. He's going to take it way down on the apron. I can't even catch up to him. There he is. Also gets the 38 down there. Santiago Tyrese. Man, that was close. And Marcus Richardson's going to lead the very first lap of the race. Ballard second.
Yeah, Ben Nelson's battling back hard. He wants to get back up to that top spot, but we know Marcus Richardson, once he gets out front, he's a force to be reckoned with out there, because we know that once he's out there, he will not let these guys back easy. They'll have to try their best to be able to get back around him, and he's not going to make it easy for him.
Yeah, that's right. And Ariotti, now he's looking to the outside of Ben Nelson. I'm not sure if the outside may be having a little bit of grip out there. I'm thinking early in the race you don't really want to try to pass on the outside. Maybe later on, if Ben, he does clear Ariotti and holds on to third. Jake Nichols fifth. Kyle Puts sixth place.
Yep. Top four cars right now are Toyotas, and then we've got two Fords mangled in here and another Toyota. So, I mean, David Shuck get up here, it'd be top five with just Toyota all together here with the manufacturers, but the two Fords are trying their best. Jake Nichols and Kyle Putz, they're going to put up a fight too, and they are two fast drivers up here up front. Here comes Ben Nelson now looking to pass on Delonte.
Side by side, coming out of turn 4. Looks like he's got it hooked up pretty good here. Ariotti going to follow right along with him.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh, contact! Oh no!
And Ben Nelson goes for a spin and a wild ride that was.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Well, let's go back and take a look at that roll, Nerdy.
Yeah, holy smokes. That was horrific right there, because for these guys, it just, I don't know, if Ariotti looked like kind of lost control or something there.
To me, Rudy, it either looked like he lost control, or this one's kind of tough. I mean, it kind of also looks like he might have thought he was clear to move up. I mean,
I'm on it right here. Well, Delonte got loose.
Yeah.
And then it looked like Ari was going to go split the middle, and Delonte come right down into Ariotti. That's what happened.
Yeah, I can see that now.
Oh, my.
So it's kind of like a meeting of the ways there. It wasn't a parting of the ways. It was a meeting of the ways, because Ari went up and Delonte come down.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's just, wow.
Yeah.
That's a tough break for Ben Nelson, though. I mean, even those three guys, they were having such a great run. And we've talked about it, in past races, that Delonte really hadn't been having the past good couple of seasons that he had been wanting to have. And it seemed like the past two races before this one, he had been getting a little bit better. And then this happens here tonight. So poor Delonte on this one.
Wow. All right, well, everybody's going to come to Pitt Road.
Yeah. I mean, you really want to here at Michigan. I mean, this race here, it's going to really eat your tires up, even though if you're just running a couple laps. I mean, you can get pretty fast lap times within the first 2 laps, but then after that, you start getting that third lap, you can really feel that tire fall off.
Well, Josh Downing did a drive-through, but Marcus Richardson first one off of Pitt Road. Jake Nichols second. And they did 4 tire changes too. But Josh Downing did like James Coolabally does, where he'll just drive through Pitt Road,
Yep.
And he'll probably try to stay out here and lead a lap, and then he won't get penalized. It's kind of a little bit of a glitch in it there, but hey, if you can use that to your advantage. All for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, this is only Josh's second race, and so he's obviously not in the points chase at all. He may have just missed his pit stall too. I don't know.
Could have.
He's blinking a little bit too here. Yeah, he's going to come to pit road. Okay. So that'll give the lead back up to Marcus Richardson. And so now it's going to be a whole different ball game here. Jake Nichols is going to be starting there. And Ben Nelson, man, what a bummer for Ben.
Yeah, it really was.
He's on pit road getting damage fixed up. Tyler Ducharme out of the race. Dang.
Well,
Right.
It looks like Marcus Richardson's going to opt to start on the outside lane, and I think for this track, it's not a bad call.
Yep. Very good. We'll get him going here, Jeff.
All right, we'll do. And I see Lachlan McMillan has, with the pit stop there and all the strategy that went in under this caution, he's got up to the top 3 here after starting 14th.
Wow, these guys are really spread out. What's going on? Why are they all laying back?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, pace car heads back into pit road. There's a green flag. We're back underway here for SRA's Gen 6 Series here at Michigan.
Yeah, I think Kimo wanted to see what Tyler Siffer's car looks like tonight. Oh, there it is. I can restart trading paints again if that's not the paint, but let's see here.
I think it is. King, get it, King Kimo. It's Kimo's face on his hood, and he's wearing a king's crown. That's great looking.
Well, you'll see the cars changing colors here. So if the cars change colors, that means I just restarted trading paints again. Make sure that everybody's paint is correct. Because that was a paint I had a couple weeks ago here, and they said it was the wrong paint. Oh, I don't know if that's the paint he's using or not. He's having a good run. Started 10th, running in 3rd right now. Jake Nichols just can't do anything with Marcus at the moment.
Oh, he can.
And Graham Bolin up to 8th after starting 21st.
That's a great run for him.
Yes.
Kyle Trudell's up here racing with these guys as well. He started around 11th.
Yeah, Kyle's 4th in the points coming into tonight, so
Yeah.
you know doggone well, man, he is wanting to stay right in that, he wants to stay up as high as in the points as he can. He's 76 points behind the leader, but 4th place is 4th place. It doesn't matter if it was 10 points behind the leader or 1,000 points.
Exactly.
Graham Bolin still 7th, but he is looking to the inside here of Kyle Trudell. Oh, wow, Lachlan McMillan got really loose there coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, he did. And you can tell he's really struggling with the car right now a little bit.
Graham Bolin does make that pass on Kyle Trudell.
Yeah, now he's trying to make the pass on Lachlan.
Ethan Kurtz, side by side here with Sean Williams. And Nate Trito. Now, he didn't take a qualifying time this time. He's starting way in the back here, 28th, but he's up to 11th now after that caution. Back in the back here, Cody Miller getting by Kyle Ely. And there's Ben Nelson. He's back out on the track, running 33rd, 1 lap down. And I guess Tyler Ducharme is on the track. Wow.
Yeah, he's 1 lap down in front of Ben Nelson, but they got a lot of cars in between them.
And they're getting pretty much single file up here. Gosh, Nicholas Crusoe, yeah, they're pretty much single file right now. And Nate Trito is going to clear Sean Williams, so he will go into 10. Not bad for starting 28th.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Shipman, 13th. I'm battling here with Garrison Hogan. Brandon Jackson in 15th. Robert Dudley, I think he is new to the league, or he might be an old member here. I'm not really, I can't remember his name anyhow, but running at 16th. Ariotti now, Ari started 5th, and he's fallen all the way back to 17th, but he did stop. And I don't know if it looks like he may have tried to get some damage fixed or something. He had a lengthily stay on pit road.
Yeah, I think that's probably what he was trying to do.
Yep. Uh-oh, somebody falling here. Bobby Cheat. Oh, okay. Look at this battle back here. Holy smoke.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, 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 he's right.
Yeah. Cheney, Kyle Putz. Oh, Kyle, really big wiggle there coming out of turn 2.
Yeah.
And that's going to let Cody Miller get by. Keith Martinson, 25th. Well, I'll tell you what, Jake Nichols is not letting Marcus get away too awful far, is he?
No, he isn't. But I think if, horrible incident that wouldn't have happened, with Ben Nelson, I think Ben still would have been right up here in this battle, too.
And here comes Graham Boland, goes around the outside of David Shutt and gets 4th.
Yeah. I never did notice it, but look at where Tyler Sifford's running. This is, I think, one of the highest races he's ever ran so far.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Race a couple weeks ago, he was up in the 3rd place, but he didn't finish up here. He was more around back near the bottom half of the top 10. So, I mean, he's having a great run right now.
Yes, he is.
But he's got Graham Boland with a fast race car coming behind him here, so he's going to have some work to do if he wants to try to keep him behind him. You can already see Graham's looking to pass.
Nicholas Caressel in there?
Nicholas,
no.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's 13th.
Oh, yeah, that's the other somewhere saloon car right there, folks. Yep, very cool, nice looking paint job. And this is turning into a pretty good battle here for 1st and 2nd, and of course 3rd and 4th in a good battle.
Yeah, Tyler Sifford and Graham Boland. You can really see Graham's trying all of the stops here and all the, textbook maneuvers to try to get around Tyler, but Tyler's really holding him off.
Yep, here he goes, looking to the inside, going into turn 3, and he's going to get him right here. Yes, sir.
I think that time Tyler didn't tear the page out of the textbook like he was supposed to. And Graham to get around him. So
you got to study them pages out of the Marcus Richardson Graham Boland playbook.
Yeah, that's right. It's the book of, it's what we call it, the Marcus Richardson Graham Boland Racing School book, I guess you could say.
The book of gods. Kyle Trudell still hanging on to 6th.
Yes, sir.
Good run.
What a good run for Zoltan Hurts.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's my buddy right there.
Yes, sir.
Him from
Nate
26.
Nate Trado behind him here, and Lachlan McMillan behind these guys.
Yes, sir. They all came from back of the field.
Yeah, and I mean, you got also...
Oh, Lachlan. Across the grass, no caution. Hopefully he gets it straightened out, comes back up onto the track here. Going to lose a couple of positions. Wow.
Yeah, that was a nice save from Lachlan.
Ooh.
Whew, man.
Yeah, he's dropping like a rock now back through the field, but
Yeah, and he will after going through that grass. He's got those tires dirty. And when your tires are hot from racing like that and you go through grass, that grass will stick to them. And when you get back on the racetrack, whew, man, that car just feels like a handful of what it was before.
Kyle Putt spinning down. He lost it coming off of turn 2.
Oh, no.
He didn't hit anything, but it looks like he may have got into the outside wall there a little bit.
He's hit something because he's got heavy front end damage. I don't know where that came from, but
I think he hit the wall coming out of 2.
I rolled the footage back here on the replay, Rudy, and he had the front end damage before he hit the wall. So, but he didn't hit the wall. He actually, who is that? Is that the 03 car? Yeah, the 03 car of Zach Hillman was up by the wall and come back down.
Oh, and he's going to lose it. He's going to lose it. Oh, man, good save. Wow, these guys are saving these cars like crazy.
Yeah, how does that happen? I mean, you know, Zach was the one that caused Kyle to crash back there. Kyle, you know, it wasn't Kyle's fault. I mean, it really kind of was, you know, nothing Zach could do. Zach kind of got up there into dirty stuff and kind of started to slide back down the racetrack, and Kyle had nowhere to go. Now Zach's spinning on his own. Man, this track must be a handful coming off turn 2 tonight.
Yeah, I don't know how these guys are doing it because Jake Nichols just keeps taking a look there on the inside of Marcus Richardson, but he just can't complete that pass. And again, right there, coming out of turn 2, he got super tight and had to back out of the throttle.
Yeah, you can really tell by watching that car there. Yeah, you can tell how tight that car is getting. And you can listen to his throttle responses and see exactly what he's doing. And kind of, you know, tell what he's doing in that race car and what he really has to do to get that car planted where he wants it to be.
Graham Boland sitting there ready to strike. In third place, coming from 21st. And so far he hasn't had a problem passing cars. But now he's up here with the 2 fastest guys out there on the track. Could be a whole different story, Jeff.
Could be. Yeah, I think you're right. We also noticed that David Shutt now has gotten around Tyler Sifford. Tyler Sifford's fallen back to 5th position. But I think you're right about Graham, Rudy. I mean, it's just, you're going to have to wait and see what happens here because you can tell right here by looking at his car, he has one fast race car out there because he's catching up to 2nd place.
He's using that draft right now on the straightaways. The draft in these cars on these straightaways is really good, you know. So if you lose the draft, you're going to go backward.
Yeah, and that's kind of something else to kind of put in the back of your mind here for a little bit, you know, for Rudy or anybody watching this race. We were talking about this track. It's one of the fastest non-restrictor plate tracks. Now, we know at restrictor plates, draft is the big factor. If you don't have draft, you're not going to win. If you lose the draft, you're going to get just pushed away from the field and they're going to take off. That kind of happens here at Michigan on the straightaways only. When you're in the corners, that draft's not in effect because you've got to slow down so much. But the speeds that you attain on the straightaways, that draft can help you make a run for going into that corner.
Yes, sir. I'm watching to see if Graham is going to do anything here with Jake Nichols.
Yeah, and he just bounced off the wall coming off turn 2. But he's still gaining ground on Jake Nichols after doing that. But there he kept it up high that time, and Jake got a little bit of a run, sticking it down to that darker spot there on the lower side of the track.
Yeah, these guys are just looking that track over for the fastest line. Anywhere that there's just a few thousandths of a second that they could gain on that driver, that's what they're looking for.
Exactly, yeah. We're only 20 laps away from the stage end here for this race. And these guys, you know, basically they use this first stage as a learning tool. You know, this first stage is kind of like, well, you know what? You know, I'm not going to push the effort here. I'm not going to push the issue. Let's learn the track and get ready for that final portion of the race. Because if we don't, we could make a lot more mistakes and ruin our night or somebody else's.
Samuel Lack coming up on Ethan Kurtz. Looks like he's got a pretty good run here coming out of turn 4. Oh, and Ethan Kurtz gets into the outside wall, and there goes the pass.
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of guys do that Saturday night,
Yep.
Rudy. I mean, Ethan's not the only one that's been getting in that outside wall. I mean, I've seen Zach Hillman get into it. We've seen Graham Boland get into it. I'm pretty sure I've even seen, was it Jonathan Shipman? Or I don't think it was him. There was another one that got into it, but I can't remember who it was now. But yeah, we've seen a lot of drivers get into that wall tonight, so we know these cars are kind of on the edge right now, and these guys really aren't still yet too sure on what they're doing. But back up to second place here, Rudy. We've got Graham Boland on the outside now of Jake Nichols, and he's making that pass work.
Yeah, he'd already passed him. Jake tried to take a run at him again there, but not able to do it.
No.
So Graham's just trying to, try to solidify his chances here for the chase, because that's not that far away. This is race, number 8?
Well, I can check here real quick and see.
I think it's race number 8.
I'm pretty sure
So we're not too many races, like 3 races away from the first chase race. So you want to be in that top 12 going into.
Really
yep.
And yeah, you're right. It is race number 8 tonight, and then they go next week to Kentucky, and they go to Watkins Glen for a road course race, and then the race before the chase, so the cutoff race going into the chase, will be at Atlanta. So we'll really have to see what those guys can do there.
Yeah. Well, Kyle Putz has already taken his car behind the wall.
Oh no.
Josh Downing sitting on pit road. Not sure what happened to him.
Yeah.
But Jordan Worth, another newcomer to the league, picking up a spot there from Robert Dudley. Cody Miller going to drive by on the outside, so the outside line might be starting to come in a little bit here. The more rubber they get laid down, the better it'll probably start feeling up there, and the older tires too, because if you're down on the inside, you're not going to have that run that you would. You can't make it. You got to lift. It gets too tight down there on the bottom. Yeah, and I think I know Jake Nichols likes the bottom, and I think that's where he's struggling right now. Wow, big save right there coming off of turn 2 again.
Yeah,
boy, these guys, they want new tires.
Yeah, they really do. Now here's a cool statistic, Rudy, that I'm looking at right now. Jake Nichols is the only driver out here so far this season to be a repeat winner, and he's the only driver to be a repeat pole sitter. Marcus Richardson, Femi Olat, Ben Nelson, Santiago Tyrese, and Eric Sable all have 1 win, but Jake has 2. Then with the poles, Jake has 3. Harry, Graham, Marcus, and Ben Nelson each have 1. Wow. So, I mean, when you look at that, Jake Nichols is kind of on top of his game right now with, being the only repeat winner and pole sitter.
Right. And, he's not, for points, he's really not right at this time racing Marcus Richardson or Graham Boland. He's got a 78-point lead over Graham Boland, so he's got lots of breathing room there. So he don't have to really get up there and race Graham too awful much and ruin his tire. So he can kind of take it easy as long as he's staying right there in third. Out of all the top chase drivers there, he's going to get the most points.
Yeah, and I mean, Jake Nichols is the point leader coming into tonight's race, and the one that really wanted to get a good run going was Ben Nelson, because he was 34 points back in second position. I mean, 34 points back being in second position, that's a large margin to be, back from. And with Ben having the problem that he had tonight, I don't know. I think he might drop more points now.
Ooh, Shipman a little loose coming out of 4. And Nate Trito will hold him off.
Yes, sir.
Jonathan started 3rd, but he's drifted back to 9th right now. Femi Olat just got around Sean Williams, goes into 10th. And Sean's got that dreaded Brett Buncari on his tail. I'm telling you, I would not want that man on my tail. He's a good racer, and man, I'm telling you, when the time comes, he'll put it into that top 10.
Yeah, he will.
But Marcus leading all the laps so far. Nobody else has led a lap, I don't think. Nope. Graham Boland, second place, coming from 21st.
I want to give a quick shout out to our buddy Chemo here. He had a pretty good saying there in chat. He goes, "Forget Darlington, everyone's getting Michigan stripes." That was a good one.
Hey, Michelle, how you doing? All right, well, let's go back here and check on Garrison Hogan, running in 14th. Delonte Ballard, 15th. Nicholas Kressel, another one of the Somewhere Saloon cars, in 16th.
The yellow flag is out.
We got a caution.
Yes, we do.
That was Ethan Kurt spinning it.
Yep.
Well, let's go see what happened here to Ethan.
I think he just lost it on his own. Not too sure.
Now, Lachlan McMillan is behind him.
Yeah, he was ahead of him going. Yeah, he was ahead of him going into the corner here, and then Lachlan started to pass him, and it looks like Ethan just started to lose it. He come down the racetrack, tapped the side of Lachlan.
Oh, he did. Yep.
Lachlan loose, and that pushed him back up the racetrack, and he hit the wall. So,
oh man, that's all it takes.
Yeah. And
he might not have known Lachlan was that close to him. Some guys, they don't really look out their side window or they're watching. That's where it's kind of important to be aware of the surroundings, be aware of who's around you.
Exactly.
And I've heard a lot of guys that say they never look in the mirror. I have. I'm serious. I don't look in the mirror. I don't want to know what's behind me. They only want to know what they got to get up there and beat up ahead of them. So, well, perfect timing. These guys will be able to come down pit road and race it up here before we get to the first stage.
Yep.
Well, who do you figure you want to talk to here once they get out of the pit stall?
I said let's talk to Graham Boland. He's had a pretty good run.
Okay. We got to ask him where he's been. No, don't. No. That's none of our business.
Yeah.
All right, here they come. Everybody's coming to pit road. Almost looked like Marcus was going to fake him out there. I think he was trying to see if everybody was going to follow him because they're only going to have about 7 or 8 laps to go when they get the green here. And, would you stay out for track position? Brandon Jackson did.
I mean, if I knew that my tires were okay and I had enough fuel, I wouldn't gamble on it. But if I knew those tires were eat up and shot and just didn't, I'd come down pit road and get tires.
Yeah, it's not that important to lead a lap there to, get a lot of damage. And I think we're seeing a lot of guys are taking 2 tires. Yeah. One of the guys in the back did take 2 tires, so. But Marcus Richardson did 4, and he's off of pit road first. David Shutt second, Jake Nichols third. These guys all did take 4 tires. Well, I guess I didn't see anybody take 2. Wow, I'm kind of surprised at that. But it wouldn't have mattered. 2 tires here.
Wouldn't have helped them at all. They would have caused more problems for them.
Yeah. Yeah, the car would have been really loose.
It would have. You okay? All right, so me talking to Graham or you?
Oh, no, you go ahead.
Okay. All right, Graham Boland, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Graham, where did that speed come from, my friends? Man, you started in the back of the field here tonight in this race. We kind of had an up and down night, though, with the start of the race, of course. We had an issue there with one of the drivers losing quality and kind of crashed the field per se a little bit, but I mean that kind of stuff happens with virtual racing. But with the restart here and you got the race going now and it looks like your car's got some fast speed, man, you come up through there like a bullet.
Yeah, I just drove through the field, or tried to at the beginning. I was gonna get stage points, but I just slid through my box just now and I got too many stalls.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's not good at all. Well, what's your thoughts on this race? I mean, you still haven't made it to the stage yet, but I think maybe if you can make it to that stage, you might be able to get a reprieve on that.
Yeah, my goal now is just to get stage points.
I understand that one.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard though. I'm back in like 30th, I think now.
Ooh, yeah. Well, what's your thoughts on the rest of the race? You know, after your original thought of trying to get stage points after trying to overcome this, and once the stage finishes and you get back going, what's your thoughts on the rest of the race after that?
Hopefully I get like a top 5 or something. Hopefully I win, which I doubt that because I had right front damage down really bad, and Marcus is really fast, so it's gonna be a good race, I think.
All right, Graham. Well, sorry about your luck there on this one, but good luck in the rest of the race. Thanks for talking with us.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Man, tough break to hear that, Rudy. He had a really fast race car out there tonight. Now he's got damage on it, and we know probably for a track like this, that damage will possibly hurt his performance.
Yeah, I hate to hear that too. I hate to hear guys getting damage on their cars, but man.
After the run he showed us, man, that's a bummer.
See Ben Nelson.
He's getting his lap back.
Yeah, he's going to get his lap back, so he'll be back on the lead lap.
Man, he's got a lot of damage to that car as well. So, I mean, just look at the back. The whole entire rear end of that car, sheet metal is just ripped apart and torn off. So, I mean, if is it spoiler still intact? I'm not too sure. Let me see. Yeah, the spoiler's still there, but it's really crinkled up, and I'm pretty sure that's going to cause a lot of drag on that car. I mean, these are some finely tuned race cars, even in a virtual world. These, iRacings try their best to get these cars to, accurate, way that they are in, real NASCAR. So, I mean, these are some finely tuned race cars. When damage gets on them, they don't like that too well, and they lose their handling. So, we'll have to see if, he can make it back up to the front. The same thing goes for Graham Boland as well. Best of luck to these guys with their damage, and hopefully they can make the best effort out of it and get a great finish. But looks like that we've got Marcus Richardson opting to start on the outside once again, and we'll see what is able to come from that. But I'm pretty sure it'll be another great restart from him. David Shutt will start to his inside on the shotgun position there, restarting in second place. And then it looks like we've got Tyler Sifford up here in fourth. So Team Sifford, I know those guys out there, Drea, Chemo, all those guys are looking out for Tyler tonight. So best of luck to him as well. And the pace car heads back down into pit road. And there's a green flag. We're back underway here for SRA Trophy-com Gen 6 Series here at Michigan. And as I said, another great restart here from Marcus Richardson. I mean, he really just showed these guys how good he is on these restarts. We got David Shutt right now racing with these guys here, Tyler Sifford and Jake Nichols. Jake Nichols back in the game here right now. And we'll see what he's got in store for these guys as they come off turn 2.
Really impressed with the job Sifford's doing, but I'm going to tell you what, keep an eye on that number 11 car, Femi Olat. Yes. He has come from the back of the field.
Well, last week, me and Rudy picked drivers to win the race. I picked Tyler Sifford, and, well, he didn't come through with the win, but I think I might pick him again tonight. He's looking like a strong car, and with the effort that he showed these past couple of weeks, Rudy, I think he's got a shot tonight or possibly in the near future on maybe getting that first W and going to putting that car in victory lane.
Now Shutt's on the outside of Marcus Richardson now, and we know that outside lines can be strong, but Marcus is going to hold him off for right now. Here comes Jake Nichols to the inside. And boy, when you're going to make the move, you got to do it on these new tires because man, once you get some tires on it, you can't make moves like that.
Yeah, and I mean, you also got to think of this too, Rudy. I mean, you saw Jake Nichols get up there to the back of David Shutt's car when he was trying to pass Marcus Richardson, and he could have maybe took some air off the back of David Shutt's car in order for David not to be able to complete the pass.
That is true, yes. Ariotti back into 6th place.
Femi Olat just got some help with Tyler Sifford there, and he's trying to get around Jake Nichols, but David Shutt stood out on the bottom line and didn't have no more where to go, and he still decided, and they're getting racy right there. Oh, man.
Yeah, this is getting pretty intense right now. Here comes Femi trying to get second from David Shutt.
And this is something we talk about all the time too. These guys keep racing like this. That's just going to allow Marcus Richardson to pull away from them.
Yeah. All right, here comes Jake now. He's going to try to get around, back around Femi Olat. Femi trying to keep him pinned down to the bottom there, but Jake would have no part of that. He's going to push him right back up the hill.
Yeah, he is.
You know, if Femi could keep him pinned down there a little bit, Jake would have to lift, but it just wasn't going to happen that time.
No.
And it seems like 3 and 4 is really racy, but I'll tell you what, 1 and 2 is not.
You can,
man.
You
Everybody's a little wiggle coming out of 2.
Oh yeah. As I was getting ready to say, you could tell these guys are really struggling through 1 and 2. I mean, it seems like they can get into 1 okay, but once they get halfway through the corners and they get in the middle of 1 and 2 and start coming into 2, that car just gets really tight and then snaps loose coming off the corner. So, I mean, they got their hands full over there too. But as you said, you know, 3 and 4, those are, you know, 2 of the best racing spots that we've seen. And I just, you know, heard from race control pits are closed because we're on the last lap, coming to the last lap of the stage here.
Yep.
They close at 2 laps before, so that pits are closed this time by. It means those drivers can pit. I don't know what the penalty is if they do. Is it just a pass through, or is it just up to the end? I never did know. I never did know that one. I don't think.
I don't know, because see that would be kind of a way for you to get the lead after, because if you already pitted, everybody else would pit, and you'd get the lead. You know, so that I can understand that rule. That's a good rule.
And real NASCAR does that rule as well. I mean, you just explained it the best way you could. I mean, that's exactly hitting it right on the nail. You know, with how that would happen. Yeah, if somebody would happen to pit now, then they wouldn't get the lead back in. You know, and they wouldn't have to pit when the stage comes out. So yeah, that really changes things up, keeps these guys kind of on the same track.
Well, Femi Olat's to the inside of David Shutt. Not sure who's going to get the. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Looks like Shutt's going to hold off Femi Olat at the line, so Shutt will come in second. But Marcus Richardson wins the stage. Congratulations to him. All right. Man, I must be losing my mind.
Why do you say that?
Oh, I don't know. All right, so Marcus wins the first stage, and that'll be 10 bonus points in his pocket.
Yep.
And then it goes backwards. David Shutt will get 9. Femi Olat will get 8. Jake Nichols will get 7. Tyler Sifford will get 6. And all this is going to help them in the points, I mean, that was a good round for Femi to try to battle with David Shutt to get 9 points, because he is 61 points behind Jake Nichols, and he's, about 27 points or 28 points, 27 points behind Ben Nelson. So, that would have been money in his pocket right there. All right, we got a couple more guys out of the race. Josh Downing, Kyle Putz, and James Coulibaly joining Kyle Ely and Anthony DiMaggio. So 5 guys out of the race. We're down to 29 drivers left in here. Jordan Worth, 28, 1 lap down, and Keith Martinson 2 laps down in 29. All right, pit stops in order. 4-tire change here, but congratulations to Marcus Richardson. We'll get him up here and talk to him here in just a second, and congratulate him on his win. If we can find him. Where in the heck are we at? Gosh. Oh, there we are. All right. Well, we'll wait till they get done with their pits here. Four tires and a full tank of fuel. Ben Nelson just now making it to his pit stall. He'll keep plugging away though, and he'll pick up as many positions as he can. So And it looks like Marcus Richardson will win the race off of pit road. But we will get him down here and talk to him. Marcus Richardson, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Well, you win the stage there, brother. No surprise. But, man, that was some pretty intense racing up there them guys were putting on back there behind you. And tell me about them battles there with David Shutt and Jake Nichols and those guys. Man, there were some pretty intense battles.
Yeah, the track changed a lot that first run, and I haven't raced in literally 2 weeks. I haven't been on a track on iRacing besides road, so there was a lot to catch up on there, but track feels alright now. I don't really know what to expect because I don't know. So
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Well, again, congratulations on winning the stage here. That'll be 10 bonus points in your pocket there for trying to get you back up into that. You want to try to get into the top 12 here because you only got, I think, 3 races left before the race start or the chase starts.
I don't think I've run enough races to be eligible.
Oh, okay. Well, still, great run. And congrats on your stage win, brother.
Yep, thanks.
All right, Marcus Richardson winning the first stage. Now we're looking for the second stage.
Which is the rest of the race, and we'll crown overall winner tonight.
Right.
Yeah, just to point something out here, NASCAR, real life NASCAR does 2 stages and then the final portion of the race. SRA only does 1 stage in the final portion of the race.
Yeah, I think that's the way a lot of leagues are doing it now. They're just doing, well, I don't know if you call it 2 stages or 1 stage. I guess it's 2, but
They would technically call it, but me, I say 2 stages and then the final portion of the race. I mean,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's basically what it is. So I mean, so.
All right, well, looking at the cautions here tonight, we've had 3, but one of them was the stage caution, so technically only two cautions here tonight. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Well, Ben Nelson's up to 23rd. He's slowly picking up a few positions out there. All right, lights are out. We're going green next time by, Jeff.
Yep.
All right, so 50 to go when we get the green here. 50 laps to go. Now they can't make it on fuel, and boy, I definitely would not want to try to make 50 laps on the same set of tires. Garrison Hogan starting on the inside of Marcus Richardson. Pace cars in. Garrison's going to...
Green flag.
Okay, I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but I think Garrison just got a black flag.
I think he did. And wow, that punched up the field a lot.
Yeah, it did.
Right here in turn 1.
I know it. Jake Nichols right up through the middle of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Garrison Hogan. Boy, I don't know what he was thinking when he did that, but yeah, he's going backwards real quick here. I don't know what he was thinking. You can't pass the leader like that.
No.
And Marcus with a pretty safe lead there, and Tyler Sifford second. Now Tyler seems like he can hold off people there on new tires for quite a while, but once they get a little bit of wear on them tires, he's not quite as good on the older tires as some of these other guys are. And you know, he's got to learn how to save the tires. I think he's getting better at it. He's getting better. Whether he's at the Marcus Richardson or Ariotti level, I don't know that yet, but he's getting there, Jeff.
Yeah, he really is.
Here comes Femi to the inside of Tyler Sifford.
Yep.
Looking for second. Still a good battle going on between them two. It looks like Femi, well, no, Sifford comes back on the outside a little bit. I was almost thinking Femi could have squeezed it in there between them two, but nope. All right, looks like he does clear him now and commits to that, so he is officially in second now. Jake Nichols fourth, and Jake's just looking at the big picture tonight. He wants to try to finish the best that he can get here. He got some decent stage points there. That'll help him a little bit. It's going to help him on Ben Nelson, because Ben's, man, having a horrible night again tonight. It's just a total shame for him because he's such a, you know, good driver. He just had bad luck lately. Shipman out of the way. Ariotti and Zoltan Herzeg get by. Nate Trito on the outside now. He's going to get by, and it looks like Santiago Tyrese. Shipman going backward.
Yeah.
Santiago coming from 22nd into 9th. Tyler Ducharme, he clears Jonathan Shipman. There's another one comes from the back, 23rd, and running in 10th. This is getting to be a good race here because Zoltan just passed up Ariotti.
Yep.
My gosh. Go Zoltan. All right, we got a brand new leader, Femi Olat here, possibly. Marcus, it's going to be Marcus at the line, though. Marcus did lead that lap. They're coming up on some lap traffic. That is Garrison Hogan, I believe.
Yeah. I was going to say Graham Boland, but no, it's Garrison Hogan. Yeah, you're right. Femi racing for the lead here. Ooh.
Yeah. He's trying.
Yeah.
Marcus said, that's mine. Thank you. Jake Nichols, third place. Well, let's see how they do here managing the lap traffic now. Could be on the radio telling them, you know, to stay high or low or whichever. I would want them to go low because I want to go around the high side because that's where you're going to wind up, you know. So that drive through, I think Garrison he had to make a stop and go, didn't he? Or
yeah, I think.
Oh my gosh, here we go, Femi Olat. They're going to use that lap traffic. Nope, not going to do it. Marcus comes right back. Well, thank you everybody for being patient with us tonight because they had server problems. I had to redo the whole server. So yeah. Thank you all for being patient with us. You know, Zoltan getting around Tyler Sifford. Here comes Nate Trito to the inside of Sifford now. Wow, and he drives it in there hard. Look at that.
He does.
Ooh.
And we see a lot of that. That's all right. We see a lot of drivers sometimes early on in the race driving it really hard, trying to get track position.
Tyler Ducharme gets around Ariotti. Zipper trying a little different line here, maybe a defensive line, and getting by Garrison Hogan there. Garrison running the lap down now. Whoa. Big save there for Nate Trito. Yep, big save, and they're going 3 wide. Oh my gosh, just about 4 wide. Look at this. Ducharme up the middle. Tyrese into 8. Good night.
Wow.
Yep, Tyler Ducharme just went into 7th. Man, these guys are putting it down right now. We've got 40 to go next time by, folks, and Marcus has led 58 laps. Graham Bowen working his way back up through the field slowly here, back into 14th. He doesn't look like a bullet shot out of a gun right there like he did that last run where he just marched up through the field, Jeff. He's a little bit slower coming up through the field this time. But not bad after having to start way in the back of the field. He started like 29th or something. After that pit road infraction here, he drove through too many pit stalls. That's a no-no.
Yeah, the big no-no.
Yeah. And I'd seen when he'd come into his pit stall, he slid through the pit stall and actually tapped the inside pit wall.
Ouch.
So, yeah, I did see that. I didn't mention it when they were pitting because I was on Marcus, but I did see that out of the corner of my eye. So, yeah, he does have just a tick of damage on that right, or left side, excuse me. But I don't really think it's slowing him up any at all.
Yeah. I don't think it really is. I mean, that's a good thing to point out.
Well, Santiago all over Tyler Ducharme right now.
Yes.
And I think this might be a good time for it. Crank it up.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody likes a little crank it up there. Samuel Latt still hanging right on the back of Marcus Richardson. I mean, you can't get much closer than that, Jeff.
No, you can't.
I mean, that's less than a tenth. Less than a tenth of a second.
Yes, sir.
Let's ride along with Femi here just for a minute. Maybe. Oh, he got a little tight right there. And from the helmet cam. I like the helmet cam. Jake Nichols about a half a second back. Still hanging on to third though. Got David Shutt on his tail. Yep, turning out to be a decent race now. Guys are really getting racy. Santiago up to 6th.
Wow, that's a great run from him.
Oh man, I'm telling you, that guy, he is, wow. This season, he has really showed his skills.
He has.
Difford's still hanging on to 7th, but he's got Tyler Ducharme coming up on him, so that'll be the Tyler and Tyler show there.
Yes, sir.
Ducharme can get by him, which, you know, and probably in the long run he might, but for right now, Sifford's doing a great job of holding him back there. And here comes, is that Graham Bolin? Yeah, Graham made his final pit stop, it looks like. And he's just going to march right past everybody here and get back on the lead lap the old-fashioned way. He made his final pit stop.
Yep, he did.
Yeah, look at him passing cars here. That's what new tires are compared to the older ones. Golly.
Yeah.
He's like, wow, he's like over about a second and a half faster lap. Look at that, man. Just passed up Zoltan there, 5th place. Coming up on David Shutt. Shutt in 4th. So he's only got 3 more drivers to get back onto the lead lap. He's hoping he can do it before anything, you know, caution comes out or anything to mess up his strategy here. So, all right, he gets by Jake Nichols. Only 2 more drivers to go, Femi and Marcus. And I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think they're going to, you know, they know that he's faster. He doesn't want to race too much with the leaders, but he does want to clear them quickly here. Gets by Femi. And he's going to get a twofer right there. He's going to drive right around Marcus, and he is back on the lead lap. Nice. Very nice. Well, we'll see if that strategy works out for him, because these guys have yet to come down and make their final pit stop. So he pitted really early, actually, about 32 laps early, or 32 to go, I should say. 31 or 32 to go. And that's what a bet.
It is. But, I mean, you know, this track is sort of similar to Auto Club. It's the same mileage, but this track has more banking in the corners. But we've seen drivers at SRA go half distance and do it only on 1 pit stop. So, I mean, the question here is, maybe that's what these guys here are trying.
Well, they would have had 50 to go, and I don't think they can get 50 laps in a 2-mile track with the Gen 6, I don't think. Jordan Worth just got back on the lead lap. Yes, Tyler Ducharme's the next one. He's driving by. Look at it. He's driving on the outside of these guys. Yeah. And just clipping them off here one at a time. Bobby Chaney comes to pit road to do service for his last time. Some guys pitting a little early. Dang, got some big gnat flying around here. Sorry about that. Femi Olat still hanging on to 2nd. And, you know, it's just a few drivers that are coming. Oh, Marcus is coming in.
Yes, he is.
Yep, Marcus is coming in, giving the lead up to Femi Olat. It'll be a 4-tire stop. And Femi just led his first lap of the race.
Yes, sir.
Tyler Ducharme comes by, and man, look at this. He is just driving by these guys.
Yeah, wow.
Man, back on the lead lap, Tyler Ducharme. You know, I'm not really sure, Christopher, if he did. Well, I guess we'll find out. You know, Graham's a pretty good driver. He knows his limitations. And he's picking off drivers here, guys that have come to pit road. He's already back up to 18th now. And a lot more guys are coming in. Ariotti, man, a lot of guys are coming in. So this is going to really bump him up. Ben Nelson now in 17th. So hanging on to the lead lap. 14th. He just went to 14th. Wow. Well, let's see where Graham's going to be here once he goes by pit road, because there's a lot of guys on pit road. Probably going to put him right up to about 13th.
Probably so.
Yep, there he is. Just went to 13th.
And Fabio Lack coming into pit road. Also following him down, it looks like Zoltan Hertzig, Kyle Trudell, and Cody Miller.
Yeah, a lot of guys coming in now.
Yep. David Schutt's the new leader.
So he collects a bonus point. We've still got a few drivers out here that have not been to pit road yet, about 7 of them. David Schutt, Tyler Sifford, Nicholas Kressel, Brett Pancari, Delonte Ballard, Robert Dudley, and Ben Nelson. They have not been to pit road yet for their final pit stop. And it looks like Schutt's coming in now. Well, guess what? That's going to give the lead up to Tyler Sifford, but he's coming in. He could have got a bonus point. Oh, he could have stayed out for one more lap and got a bonus point out of that. Oh, Tyler. Becky, go over and slap him upside the head or something there. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, he could have got a bonus point out of that. Ah, well, Nicholas Kressel just led his first lap of the race. We still got 3 drivers that need to come in. And when the dust settles here, guess who's going to be the leader? Graham Bolin. Ballard in second, close by. Ben Nelson in third with a lot of damage. And Graham Bolin way back here. He is about 23 seconds behind the leader. But once Nicholas, Delonte, and Ben come to pit road, this is going to put Graham right in the lead. And he's going to have about almost a 3-second lead over Tyler Ducharme in second.
Yes, sir.
Now Tyler's got a little bit newer tires. Maybe a lap or two. He pitted right around about the same time Graham did. But Marcus is closing in. So we're just waiting to see when Nicholas is going to come to pit road, Delonte and Ben Nelson. Because I know they can't make it the whole way, so they're going to have to come to pit road sooner or later. Wow, this is turning into an interesting strategical race, you know?
Yes.
I've seen races like this that, man, strategy played such a big part in it. You know, you don't want to do the same thing everybody else does. You want to try something different. And some guys hit the nail right on the head and other guys fail at it. But, you know, you got to try something different to try to get that position. Put yourself in that position to possibly win. You know, you take 2 tires. I've seen guys try to take 2 tires and basically maybe just for track position because they get ate up by what guys that took 4. But, hey, it was worth a shot. You know, you got to try it.
Yeah.
Ballard. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
I was just going to say, you really have to try that because if you didn't try it, then you know you'll never know what the outcome would have been.
Right. Yeah, you'll always be scratching your head going, well, what if, you know?
Yeah. And
you don't want to do that.
No.
Well, Bobby Chaney trying to get back on the lead lap here. Coming up on Nicholas. Nicholas Kressel in the somewhere saloon car. One of them. Tyler Sifford did come to pit road. He finally brought it in. But oh, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong guy here. Delonte Ballard and Ben Nelson. That's who I'm thinking of. Sorry. Those 3 have not pitted yet. Graham Bolin only 5.2 seconds. Oh boy, he is battling with Marcus Richardson right here. Marcus is going to get by. Marcus has got about 8 lap newer tires. So that's going to put Marcus back into the lead. Graham second. Tyler Ducharme third, Jake Nichols fourth. When the dust settles here, once these front three pit, which we're wondering when that's going to be. You wait too long, and boy, you're just going to get ate up here. You know you can't make it. You're inside 20 to go here. This is going to be tough for these guys to eat. That, you know, if they're going to have to pit, it's going to really hurt them.
Yeah, it really will.
Marcus closing in on Ben Nelson here. He's about a little less than 2 seconds behind Ben now. And that would be for third. See if I can figure out, let's see, Graham. Okay, Graham pitted on lap 65. Yeah, he pitted on lap 65. Marcus pitted on lap 72. So that's 7 laps difference.
Yeah.
So that's quite a bit actually. And
we
got a caution.
Oh, looks like
Tyler.
Timmy and Tyler Ducharme.
Yep, they got together. Let's go see what happened.
Ooh, Tyler started getting loose in the corner, and he slid up into Femi.
And he was having a great run too, coming all the way from 23rd. Femi comes right up on the back of him. And yeah, right. Oh, looks like, okay, that's exactly what I talk about with these cars. If you come up on the back right corner of one of these Gen 6s, you'll take the air right off of them. And that's exactly what Femi did. Wow, both of them went for a ride down across the grass. Looks like Femi got his straightened out a little bit quicker maybe here. But man, tough break for both of them guys. Now, what? This all played right out in Nicholas Kressel's hands because he knew he was going to have to come to pit road. Delonte Ballard was going to have to come to pit road. And Ben Nelson. So this played right into their hands. Everybody's going to want to pit. I mean, nobody's going to want to stay out. Everybody wants fresh tires.
Yeah.
Jake Nichols did get around Graham Boland as well. So, yeah, all the leaders coming to pit road here. Wow, this couldn't have worked out any better for Nicholas Kressel and Delonte Ballard and Ben Nelson. Absolutely perfect.
Yes, sir.
Well, I think we ought to talk to Nicholas Kressel. What do you think? Whenever he gets off of pit road.
Yeah. Want me to talk to him?
Oh, if you want to, yeah, go for it.
Or if you want to, go ahead.
No, go, do it.
Okay. Find Kressel here. Where is he? And here he is. Nicholas Kressel, you got a copy?
Yep, I got a copy.
Well, tell us about your racing out there so far, Nicholas. You've been having a pretty good run so far.
Yeah, I figure you can't win if you don't do something different. So we just kind of stayed out hoping for a caution, and we got one.
Exactly, yeah. Couldn't play better for you at all. Well, with that being said, how's the conditions been feeling out there? We've seen a lot of guys really having trouble, it seems like, in 1 and 2, but seem fine in 3 and 4. We've seen a lot of guys hitting that wall off, too, but that always happens sometimes here at Michigan because that wall's just kind of that way at Michigan. But what's your thoughts on the conditions of this race?
It's really tight into the corner. It gets a little bit wiggly off if you get in the gas too hard, so you got to play the throttle really easy coming off the corner and just keep it off that wall. The name of the game is keeping the car clean.
Yeah, well, as this point right here, it's just 15 laps to go coming to it, but I think when you get the restart, it'll be a little bit less than that. But with not a lot of laps remaining, what's your thoughts here on trying to go for that W tonight or getting a great finish?
I'm hoping the guys in front of me took 2. I know Delonte took 4. Marcus is the biggest worry, of course. He's going to be fast on this restart. I'm just hoping to get a solid top 5 out of this. I'm not going to push it too hard. If the opportunity arises, we'll take it, but top 5 would be nice.
Awesome. All right, Nicholas, well, thanks for talking with us here, and good luck on the rest of the race.
Thank you, sir.
All right, very good. Yeah, I did see David Shutt did take 2, but Ballard took 4. And Nicholas had a pretty slow pit stop, actually. He was about a full second slower than Delonte Ballard, so that might be why he got off at third.
Yeah.
And even Marcus was a little bit slow on that pit stop, too. So, but he comes out 4th. Ben Nelson 5th. That's a great reprieve for Ben Nelson, man. I'm telling you, that couldn't have worked out any better for him. That definitely, he was probably the biggest gainer of anybody out there tonight, Ben Nelson. Because he wasn't even going to finish inside the top 20, Jeff.
Yeah.
You know? And look at now, he's in 5th.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Zoltan 6th, Graham Boland 7th, Jake Nichols back in 8th, Ariotti 9th, and Kyle Trudell, another great finisher tonight for Kyle. This is really good. Santiago Tyrese coming from 22nd to 11th. We got a lot of guys that were in the back that are actually running up here in the front now. Cody Miller, he started 27th, running in 13th.
Yep.
Now Femi, after him and Tyler got together, he didn't get any damage on his car. He just needed new tires there. If any damage was just because of where him and Tyler got together. Looks like Tyler will be back in 20th on this restart. So, all right. Well, the lights are out. We're going to see how this 2 tires is going to work out for David Shutt. I don't know. I just don't know about if that was a good call or not, Jeff.
Don't know.
We're gonna find out, because this is,
yeah.
Whew, man. Well, folks, thanks for watching tonight. We appreciate you sticking through everything that we had to go through. We had to change servers and everything, but thank you for staying with us. We appreciate all you viewers there, and man, I'm hoping that you guys have really enjoyed the show as much as we have. This has been a great race out here for SRA. Next week, where'd you say they go? Kentucky next week. Ooh.
I believe that's what it was.
Kentucky ice skating rink.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah, it's Kentucky.
Well, folks, don't forget to tune in later tonight for the ECR Truck Series and OP Racing Xfinity Series. That's later tonight. Tomorrow night's the Nork Race and the RFC Xfinity Series, so make sure you tune in tomorrow night right here on MaxSpeedTV. Pace cars in. This could be the final restart. 13 to go when they get the green. And there goes David Shutt. Good jump start right there by him. Nicholas Caressel is going to have to really keep the hammer down here to try to stay ahead of Marcus Richardson. Comes up on the inside of Delonte Ballard, going into turn 1, side by side. And what happened to the rest of the field back here? Jake Nichols. Wow, he did clear a bunch of them there. Now Ben Nelson, Graham Boland side by side.
Yeah.
Here comes Femi Olat. Look at this rocket ship going up through. He's going to get a twofer on that.
Yes. Wow.
Uh-oh. Who was it?
Ballard. It's Zoltan Hertzeg and Delonte Ballard.
Oh, my.
But they made it. I don't get it. They got sideways and then they got back going. So I don't understand why that was considered a caution.
It just, they were sideways for just that couple seconds.
Yep.
Let's go take a look here. Zoltan looks like he's gonna go ahead onto the inside here. Ballard. Oh, just a contact right there between them two. That's what did it. And Delonte goes sideways. Wow, but good save by Zoltan and good save by Delonte too. Not what he wanted at this stage in the race. All right, back up front. Wow, interesting. Everybody's getting pretty racy right now, Jeff.
Yes, they are.
Well, I don't know if another caution comes out, you know what? That two-tire change by David Shutt could have been the call.
Could have been.
It could have been. And it's interesting. So now it'll be David Shutt, Marcus Richardson, Nicholas Kressel, Zoltan Herzeg, and Jake Nichols. That's your top 5. Well, I don't want to interview anybody and ruin their chances. I don't want to jinx anybody. Brandon Jackson will get the wave by. He'll be back on the tail end of the lead lap in 27th. May have had a couple of guys come to pit road there, maybe to freshen up the tires. Robert Dudley and Zach Hilleman, I believe, came to pit road. Well, it's all come down to this, Jeff. And
Yes,
now
it has.
it's just whether we can finish this race and it finish under green. And
Yep.
I know that's not what David Shutt wants. He would love for it to finish under caution and he could steal that win from Marcus, but Marcus wants it to go green and stay green because I'm sure he's going to have the car to get by David Shutt and pull out the win.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got there's some heavy hitters up here in the top 10.
There
There's
are.
some real heavy hitters. Wow. Yep, pretty amazing. Sifford back in 17th. Santiago Tyrese in 18th. Sean Williams just outside the top 20 there in 21st. Michael D'Amico still in the race, running in 24th. He does have a little damage on his car, but on the back. But still looking good. Michelangelo's Painting is a team sponsor. Oh yeah, this has been an interesting one, Jake. I gotta say, this has been a barn burner here, man. I'm telling you, it's been pretty amazing. Well, let's see, are the lights out on the pace car?
No.
No, okay.
I don't believe
waiting.
so.
Yeah, we're still waiting on one to go here.
Yeah.
No, they're still flashing. So, all
Yeah.
right. Well, they should get the one to go this time by. So it's going to be an 8-lap shootout here, no matter how you look at it. Well, now I got a question for you. Okay, and you know this is something I know I probably should be asking Bobby Chaney, being he is the league owner. But okay, being this race is in stages, do they get stage points for winning the second stage?
No.
No. Okay. Well, it's a
NASCAR.
stage.
NASCAR doesn't do it that way, so I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that SRA doesn't either. Real NASCAR, as I said, they have the 2 stages, and they have the 3rd stage, is what I call the final portion. Well,
Right.
NASCAR will award the drivers who finish in the top 10 points in the first 2 stages. Then that final portion of the race, they receive regular points at the end of the race.
Okay. Okay. I didn't think they did, but I just was wondering about it, you know. Well, we're going to get it in no matter what. But 8 to go here, folks, for these guys. David Shutt, Marcus Richardson on point here. Shutt with a 2-tire change, see if he can hold off Marcus Richardson. What he's hoping for right now is another quick caution. It still won't end the race, but it's just going to get him that one step closer to pulling out that win with a 2-tire change. Get him going, Jeff.
All right, we'll do. All right. Pace car head backs into pit road. Pace car heads back into pit road. Good. And there's
Wow, there was. Man, I'm telling you, the one that's going to probably come out on that. Wow, look at this. 4 wide back here. Holy smokes.
Oh, there goes Ariani.
Oh my gosh, what happened there? There's the caution.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, that was crazy. Let's go back and see what happened to Ariotti here. My gosh.
They'll still get a restart, though.
Yep, they'll get another restart. I knew it was going to get pretty crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm on Ariotti here. Let's see what happens. Okay, they really were getting bunched up. Shutt just kept holding them back. Okay, Ariotti down on the bottom. Oh, right there he got, who was that? Lachlan McMillan. Oh, Lachlan McMillan got into Delonte Ballard, and Ballard bounced right off of Ariotti, and he comes up, catches Kyle Trudell. Oh, Cody Miller. Oh, my gosh. And Trudell's going to go up and hit Ben Nelson. Oh, my. There are a lot of good cars taken out on that one. Oh, that changed the upper part of the upper crust of the field. And this fell right into just exactly what David Shutt wanted. He wanted another quick caution. And you know what? I'm kind of thinking the way things are shaping up, what we've seen right there, I think we're going to see another caution, Jeff, before this is over.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Just by the way those guys were all racing there, where they went 4 wide on that restart, yeah, it's gonna be a crazy finish.
Yes,
Ariotti has retired from the race. Too much damage, and I don't blame him. Well, I think, God, I hate to do it, but well, let's do it. David Shutt, you got a copy.
Oh, Rudy, you just jinxed me.
I know you were going to say that. Well, I kind of wanted to talk to you about, this is all playing in your favor right here with these cautions. I don't think we've seen the last caution. I think we're going to see another one. And that's going to be just absolutely perfect for you. That 2-tire change just going to play out perfect for you. So it's a strategy that, you take that chance. You just don't know what's going to happen. If everybody behind you took 4. But tell me about that strategy move, and what are you hoping for here?
Well, it really just came out from having no strategy, because I had no idea we couldn't make it from the stage caution to the finish. So all of a sudden they started pitting, and then I was like, oh, I'm just going to stay out. I have nothing to lose. And then I look over, and we're not going to make it, so I pitted really late. So I had the newer tires out of, I think, pretty much everybody up front. So I just took 2. Took a little bit of gas to hopefully keep it balanced. And hopefully they'll wreck again. But it's got to happen quick, because if they don't, Marcus is going to swallow me up. Yep.
Well, I'm kind of seriously thinking that it's going to happen, because on that restart right there, they got so bunched up behind you. They were 4 wide, and I'm sure you were watching that in your mirror. It was just absolutely chaos back there. I don't know of another better word for it. But if it happens again like that, which we know it's gonna, this is SRA. It gets pretty crazy when you come down to the final laps of the race. And if it does, that strategy is going to be absolutely dead on.
Yep, I hope so. It's it could go either way.
Yep.
I just gotta hope play that restart and figured out somebody that might have tricked Marcus a bit. So I saw him kind of gas a little early when I did it, and then he still slowed down and went up again, slowed down, and I went. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's
Yep.
I could go late, I could go early.
Well,
I just gotta hope for a caution, really.
Well, good luck, brother. I hope you get it.
Thanks, Rudy. Marcus Marcus doesn't need any more wins.
Right. Yeah, he's got way too many anyhow. All right. Good luck, brother.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right. Well, he could either be a hero or he could be a zero. One of the two, Jeff. But we're gonna have. Looks like we're gonna have about three laps when they get ready to go green. About a 3-lap shootout. So if he can hold these guys off for 3 laps, I don't know. He's just, like he said, he's hoping for another quick caution. Nah, I think the MaxSpeedTV jinx is done. I've talked to a lot of drivers and I haven't been jinxing them lately.
Well, that's a good thing.
Well, this could be the final restart right here, Jeff, so get them going, brother.
Alrighty.
Well, it will be the final restart. What am I saying? We still got a lot of heavy hitters up here in the top 10.
Yeah, a lot of them, to be exact.
Some of these guys are a little gun shy right now.
Yeah. All right, this car heads back into pit road.
Green flag, green flag.
And there's the green flag for the final restart here of the SRA Trophy-Dash.com Gen 6 Series here for the Knights Race of Michigan, and a good restart there by David Shutt.
Oh, we got another spin. There's a caution, and David Shutt's gonna win it. Holy smokes! That was way back. It was Jordan Worth getting spun. Let's go see what happened here before they get this race over. I knew it. I knew there's going to be another caution.
Yep.
Don't ask me how I know. I guess I just knew because it's SRA, man.
Yep.
These guys race it so hard in the closing laps. Well, I'm on Jordan Worth here. I want to see what happens to Jordan. He gets spun, but see, they're 4 wide. Oh my God, right there. Ben Nelson got into the side of him. Yep. Oh my. So yeah, let me go to the a different camera angle here and see. As you can see Ben's right there, and it looks like Ben just come up the hill and got into Jordan. That's not like Ben to do that, but just a mistake or something there. I'm not really sure, but boy, and Worth is going to go right across the hood there of Tyler Sifford, and he's going to take out Brett Pancari. Oh my. Sifford just pushing him down the straightaway here. Sifford's going to be all right, though. He's going to come out of it okay. Wow. All right, well, that's going to do it. I'm telling you right now, Shutt is the winner. He's getting the white flag this time. Should be the white flag, right?
Yep.
Yeah, final lap.
Yeah, so that means David Shutt, Femi Olat, and Nicholas Caressel will be your top 3.
Wow, what a turn of events, man. I'm telling you. Where's Marcus? Oh, he left.
Y'all did forward once that caution come out.
Oh. So David Shutt, Femi Olat, Nicholas Caressel. Dang. Not what we expected at all tonight.
No.
See, there was no MaxSpeedTV jinx involved in that, Christopher. If anything, I think it brought him better luck.
Yeah.
There's your top 5. All right, well, big congratulations here to our winner, David Shutt, walking home with the win. That's pretty awesome. All right, well, we'll get these guys up here in just a minute, so hang on, folks. We'll see what they have to say about the race tonight. All right, we got David Shutt, our winner, in here. David, congratulations on your win, man. That caution was absolutely perfect for you. No MaxSpeedTV jinx involved.
You guys got lucky this time. Like, but so did I. That could have gone either way. So I just pulled a crazy strat, and it just happened to work. I definitely wasn't fast.
Well, you got to think back about how many different times you've tried different strategies. Some work, some don't. Tonight was one of them ones that it did work out perfect for you. But, given different circumstances where the caution wouldn't have come out, you might not have won the race, but you still probably would have finished inside the top 5, without any problem. True. And, I don't know what happened to Marcus there. He all left Ford out of the race or something, but, man.
Yeah, me and him aren't running for points, so I just running for the win, and I got one. It's been a while, so.
Yeah.
Pretty pumped.
Yeah, it is. It's been a while since we've seen you in victory lane. Well, tell me about the racing out there. I mean, what the car felt like, and how much the temperatures played a factor into tonight's race, because you guys have went from the hot, slick conditions at 114, 117 degree temperatures on the track to dynamic track temperatures now. How much has that affected the racing here?
It's hard to tell. I'm not just super crazy focused on that. I just race whatever it is. But it was kind of loose, and then it definitely got tight, and people were wrecking off the corners, so it was pretty crazy. I definitely fell off there. I couldn't, for whatever reason, I couldn't save my tires as well as the other guys were. But yeah, it was just I guess a failure on my part to not pit early, and it actually ended up or working out for me.
Yeah, 6 cautions here tonight. Actually, I mean, you got to you can't count the stage caution, but 6 cautions really isn't bad for 100 laps here at Michigan. Big track, we seen that, the 3 and 4 wide. We knew that was going to happen tonight at some point or another. I was looking for more, like inside the first 5 of the laps of the race that was going to happen, but we didn't see that happen. We did see some 2 and 3 wide, but that was it. But man, you pulled it out here tonight, David. Congratulations! Everybody's rooting for you there in TeamSpeak or in chat there, congratulating you. So definitely a proud winner there you are tonight. So who you got to thank for this victory?
Oh man, I got to thank everybody, of course, at SRA, all the broadcasters, Bobby Cheney for putting in a tremendous amount of work to run a really, really great league that I'm proud to be part of. Everybody who showed up to race. Who knows what could have gone on before that weird start to the night there. So
I know
everybody came back. It was a strong field tonight. It's been a while since I've run Gen 6 full time, but I was really glad to see that there's a lot of strong drivers out here too. So it'll be a good race for the championship. I'm not sure who's still in there, but hopefully I can at least steal some wins like I did tonight away from them.
Yep. Well, the strategy worked out perfect for you, David. So congrats on your win. And we hope to see you next week and see if you can come out with another win. So that would be really cool.
Yeah, it would. Thanks a lot, Rudy.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right, Jeff, you got second?
I sure do. Femiolat, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Well, Femi, tell us about that racing out there. You started pretty far in the back of the field here tonight from Michigan. You started on pit road, actually, and you had some ups and downs tonight, but you had a great run there toward the end. And just kind of tell us about it.
Yeah, got a potential win taken away by the most trash driver in SRA history. And then after that, the race ended in the most pathetic way I've ever seen this league have. So, it wasn't a good race at all.
Yeah, it was a really tough one out there for a lot of guys out there tonight. But hey, you was able to get a good finish still yet. But what was your thoughts on the race here tonight? With how with all that aside, on how the car felt and how it handled us. I noticed a lot of drivers out there, seemed like they were really having trouble handling the car.
I like the handling. I was able to keep up with Marcus for the later part of the race after the stage, but it's not me liking the car didn't come into play at all because that's not what decided the race. So.
No, it wasn't at all. But you was third place in points. You was 27 back from Ben, and Ben was 34 back from the point leader, Jake Nichols. But coming in here at the second place finish tonight, I think that'll help you a lot in points. So tell us how that feels and, what your thoughts are for the next race at Kentucky.
Yeah, it's cool. I've had a really good season so far. I hope to keep it up. Next week at Kentucky, I don't know if it's day or night. Day. So, I don't know. It'll be loose off of the corners. So if people thought tonight was loose, next week's probably going to be worse. But, we'll just go and do what I can and see if I can continue on the good season I've had.
Exactly. Well, here's a question for you, Femi. Since the league's changed to realistic weather, I've noticed that there's been some races to where it hasn't been, really hot track conditions. It hasn't been as slick and loose as you guys have hoped for it to be. So since the realistic weather is in play now, do you think that Kentucky may have a possibility to be different with the car handling?
I for one like the realistic weather. I advocated it before the season, and it mainly just you can't just go into testing and do the typical 78 in clear, I think, or partly cloudy or whatever. So the realistic weather just throws a wrench in things a little bit, but the Cup cars are just naturally loose the more laps you do on them. So, we could have weather that's like super cold and really cloudy, but it's not going to be full grip the whole run. You after like 12, 15 laps, you'll be getting sort of loose in the colder conditions and then extremely loose the hotter it gets. But like I said, man, I like the realistic weather. It's a cool addition to the season.
Cool. All right, Femi. Well, congratulations on your second place finish tonight here at Michigan. Do you have anybody that you'd like to give thanks or shout out to before you go celebrate it?
I want to give a shout out to Nick Russell for finishing third in that race. That was, like I said, ability didn't come into play too much at the end, but, he called the right strategy, got himself in the right places, avoided all the trash that happened, and got himself a good finish. And thanks to you guys for broadcasting.
All right, Femi. Well, once again, congratulations on your second place finish tonight. Congratulations and good luck next week.
Thanks.
All right, Rudy.
All right, we got Nicholas Kressel here finishing third tonight. Nicholas, you did it, brother. Everything seemed to work out pretty good in your favor, and you got a clean car, bringing the Somewhere Saloon car into third. How good does that feel?
It feels like a win. Everybody else is mad that they got second or farther back, and I'm happy about third.
Yeah, I hear you. Heck yeah. Well, it's been a while since we've seen you on the podium, that's for sure. But how did the car run tonight on the dynamic weather? I know that's kind of like the topic that we've been kind of asking all the drivers. We want to kind of get you guys' input, how much you think it's different than the way you guys used to run it on them hot, slick tracks.
I preferred the hot slick tracks, just for the fact people would burn their tires off more. I'm more of a long run person. You get me to the end of a fuel run, I can start catching people, but I'm not quite a hot lapper, so I enjoyed the slick tracks a lot more.
Okay, well then I guess tonight, kind of really that part of it didn't really play into your favor, but being in the right track position at the right time and all them cautions, the way they fell, just felt absolutely perfect for you to bring home a podium finish. So that, excuse me. Man, tickle in my throat. But that being said, that now you guys go to Kentucky next week. How much difference is that going to be? You're at a smaller track, 1.5 miles versus a 2 mile here tonight. And Kentucky, I call it the Kentucky ice skating rink, because we know that track every time we go there is always slick, no matter what you drive on it. So how much is that going to play into it? Are you going to take some of this momentum with you and try to utilize some of that what you learned here tonight there, or is it just totally different?
I'm hoping I can switch back to the way I normally race. I'm more of a highline driver, so if we can get the highline win next week, that'd be beneficial. Michigan, you used to be able to run the highline in 1 and 2, not so much in 3 and 4, but hopefully next week we can get back to that highline and dig up there on the restarts. That's where I was quick on the early races, but it didn't work out tonight for that. But we did fall in the right place and got lucky with 3rd place tonight.
I think your strategies worked out perfect, Nicholas. I mean, well, the only way it could have been any better is if you would have won the race, but you had yourself in that position there at one time, and when the caution come out, you led 10 laps tonight, so that's, definitely a plus for you, and you finished 3rd, so a lot of points on the line for you tonight. Let's see, you're back in 20th in the points. Hey, anything's going to help you get there, right? You only got 3 races left, I think, before the chase starts, and you got to get inside that top 12. So you're working at it, brother.
Yeah, we've missed a few races. It's nice to have the Somewhere Saloon car up in the top 5 now. The Lucid Dreaming Entertainment, all them who are on the car. It's really nice to have them there, and to be able to bring home a decent finish for them. We'll hopefully, from here on out, we're just going for wins. So you'll see us playing some really odd strategies and just trying to get the win.
Very cool. Well, that's what you got to do. You got to try something different. You heard what David Shutt said. He said you just got to try something different. You can't. Everybody on the same strategy, you're never going to get anywhere. So he tried a 2-tire change tonight, and look how that did for him. So.
Yeah, I think that was a great call by him.
Yep.
If I would have came out the leader there, I think we would have had a chance of pulling away a little bit. But with him in front of us on those tires, it just slowed us down since we didn't get to choose the restart there.
Right. All right. Well, we got to thank for your 3rd place finish tonight, Nicholas.
Of course, we got to thank the Somewhere Saloon for being on the car this year. Really appreciate them, and Lucid Dreaming Entertainment. It's a huge having them on the car. It's just fun to drive for such good guys, and being able to hang out with Sifford as a teammate. Got to thank all the guys at SRA, of course. They get around me. They're happy for me to get a top 5 because it usually doesn't happen. So it's nice to have one.
Yes, sir. I agree. 100%. All right, Nicholas. Well, we'll see you next week at Kentucky. Congrats again on 3rd.
Thank you.
All right, Jeff, let's run down through the final results here.
Yep.
All right, David Shutt comes home with the win. Femio Lat 2nd. Nicholas Kressel will finish 3rd. Zoltan Herczeg at 4th place. And Graham Bolin rounds out the top 5. Man, a great run for him. Jake Nichols, our points leader, will come into 6th. Santiago Tyrese coming from the back of the field and finishing in 7th. Lachlan McMillan 8th. Delonte Ballard 9th. And Nate Trito rounds out the top 10.
Sean Williams will finish in 11th place tonight. Jonathan Shipman will finish in 12th. Tyler Sifford will finish 13th. Bobby Cheney in 14th. Brandon Jackson will finish in 15th. Robert Dudley in 16th. Garrison Hogan will finish 17th. Michael D'Amico in 18th. Kyle Trudell will finish 19th. And rounding out the top 20 will be Tyler Ducharme. Rudy?
Ben Nelson 21st. Not a bad finish considering everything he was through tonight, but getting spun there on that last caution did not help the matter any at all. But, man, he really toughed it out here tonight, but he finishes 21st. Brett McCary 22nd, Ethan Kurtz 23rd, Zach Hilleman 24th, Jordan Worth will finish 25th. Marcus Richardson 26th, Cody Miller 27th, Ariati 28th, Keith Martinson will finish 29th, James Coulibaly 30th, Kyle Putz 31st, Josh Downing 32nd, Kyle Ely will finish 33rd, and Anthony DiMaggio will finish 34th position. So very good race for these guys. I'm very proud of them. But congratulations here to our winner, David Shutt. For SRA, folks, thanks for watching tonight. We really appreciate it. But I got to give a shout out here to our sponsors at MaxSpeedTV. the Ohio IndyCar League, being an official sponsor here at MaxSpeedTV this year. You can check them out. They do have, and they take drivers from other states too. It's just the name of the league. But they have a great IndyCar league. So thank you, Ohio IndyCar League, for being an official sponsor. Sim Speed Shop, you can check them out at simspeedshop.com. They do have all kinds of official stuff for sim racing. They have a pretty massive website, so check them out, folks. simspeedshop.com. Also, Hershey Design Company, you can follow them on Facebook and check out some of their work. They do car paints, logos, posters, all kinds of stuff at HERSHY, Hershey Design Company on Facebook. Look them up. And also, last but not least, Colby's Eye Paints. You can follow them on and check them out at facebook.com/Colby Eye Paints. He does paints and all kinds of stuff. Man, fantastic work. If you need a car painted, that's a guy to look up right there, man. Check him out. So thank you for being an official sponsor, Colby's Eye Paints. All right, folks. Well, that'll wrap it up for tonight. Thanks for watching. Jeff, thank you very much for your help. And thank you, everybody in chat there, for keeping the chat going and keeping it interesting. Thank you for staying with us with the server switch over for the problems that they had earlier. But thank you for staying with us. And don't forget, we'll be here tomorrow night. So tune in tomorrow night for the Nork race. And until then, stay safe. Have a good night.